Hi everybody, it's me Tess with Tess Loves This Yarn. And you guys, I am here today because I wanted to share with you what I'm working on right now. Now, I know I'll be doing a live tomorrow, and just to let you know, I'm going to do that live at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Words are hard, y'all. Words are hard. Um, yeah, shoulder hurts. But anyway, so normally I do my live at 8:30, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing it at 9 o'clock instead, and I'm only going to go until 10. So from 9 to 10 Central Standard Time tomorrow morning. But for those of you who can't make my live, I wanted to show you what I'm working on. I am working on a few things for baby Oliver, and this is one of them. This is a baby blanket that I'm working on, and I'm doing this in the moss stitch. You guys, I'm on a moss stitch kind of kick. I don't know, maybe it's because I want spring to get here. Yeah, I'm so tired of winter and the bad weather. I am ready for spring, so I am doing the moss stitch. And I'm definitely doing it on this baby blanket. And I wanted to share a little, what I think is very helpful tip when doing the moss stitch. You know, when you do your moss stitch and you make your foundation chain, instead of jumping right into the moss stitch by, skipping 2 or 3 chains and then going in and making your single crochet chain, skip a link, skip a chain. So what you do is, like, in your stitch, you would skip down, like you make your chain, you would skip down to usually the 3rd or 4th stitch and then make a stitch. Now, if you're, you know what I'm saying, right? I'm having a brain moment. But then you would do a single crochet in this stitch, and then you would do a chain 1, and you would skip this stitch and start over in the next stitch with a single crochet, chain 1, and skip the next stitch and then go into this stitch, right? So that's how you would normally do your moss stitch. But instead of doing that, what I think works a lot better and looks like aesthetically better is when you do your foundation chain, do a whole row of single crochet. Okay, so that's what I did down here. So this is my foundation chain, and then I did a whole row of single crochets, and then I started my foundation chain. And I just think that looks way better because there aren't any big pulling gaps. You know how it pulls sometimes? There's no pulling gaps in your fabric as you're making it. And so I really, really like that. And that's why I always do a single row of, I do a row of single crochet. Blah. Oh my gosh, y'all. Ugh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I hope that, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, instead of jumping in to the moss stitch pattern right from your foundation row, do a row of single crochet, and then on the next row start your moss stitch pattern. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, holy cow, Tess, right? Yeah. So I'm working on the baby blanket for baby Oliver, and I'm doing it in Bernat, and I'm going to border it with this solid color. I think that's going to look real pretty, especially because the solid color is in the variegated color. So the variegated color is the body of the blanket, and then I'm going to border it in this nice, pretty baby denim blue right here. So yeah, let me see. I forgot what this colorway was. Hang on. Let's see. Okay, this colorway, I think it sounds something like some kind of nature type. Oh, it's called Lovely Blue. So this is Lovely Blue right here. So soft. It's baby Bernat. So yeah, super soft. And so I'm working on that. And then the other thing I'm working on for baby Oliver, and it's the moss stitch as well. I am working on a sweater for baby Oliver, and I'm doing it in gray and red. And this is the yoke. I just finished the yoke, and now I'll be starting on the body of the sweater and the sleeves. So I will figure out my sleeve count here, and then I'll mark that off, and I'll start doing the sleeves and the body. And this will be a little baby Oliver sweater. And I'm doing this in some premium cotton. And let's see if I can tell you what that is. It's K&C premium cotton, and it is 102 yards per ball. Yeah. And I'm using the colorway red and gray, and I just love it. This cotton is so soft. It's just wonderful, and I think it's going to make a beautiful sweater for little baby Oliver. And you guys, I'll show you this when I have it all finished. But if you can tell, I'm doing the moss stitch on this as well. So I hope you can see that. I just love the moss stitch for crocheting. I think it's just a beautiful stitch, and I'm kind of on a moss stitch kick right now, like I said, because I want spring, please, spring, yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you today, and hopefully by tomorrow I will have a lot more done on either the sweater or the blanket, whichever one I decide to work on today. And I will show you that tomorrow during my live as well. And yeah, I think that's it, y'all. Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have a minute for a little short story? Short little story. So yesterday, I had to be at the hospital for an MRI on this bad shoulder, and I took my my little sweater project that I carry in this cute little bag. I took my sweater project here for baby Oliver, and I was working on it. And a young gal, she was young. I'm talking probably her late teens or maybe early 20s. And she was there with her mama. Um, and they were sitting there waiting. And she was just a few chairs because, you know, they have every other chair blocked off. So she was a few chairs away from me. And she says to me, "Excuse me, ma'am, is that knitting that you're doing there?" And I said, "No, honey, I knit, but I'm not knitting today. This is crochet." And she says, "Oh my goodness." She says, "That's just beautiful." She said, "I wish I could do that." I said, "Honey, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. It's very easy." And I flipped out my phone and I just plugged in um, learning how to crochet tutorial. And I pulled it up for her and I said, looky here, you just watch this video. And I told her, I said, if I had any extra hooks with me, I'd give you one. But unfortunately, I didn't bring them all to the hospital with me. But if you go to Joann's, you can use a coupon. And I want you to buy a Clover crochet hook, and you get a ball of yarn, and I want you to get what you call a bulky. So make sure it's a size 5 yarn, and I want you to get the crochet hook the size that it says on the label. And then I want you to watch these videos and you will learn to crochet. And Mom says, oh my goodness, thank you so much for that. And she says, you know what, honey? We can go to Joann's after we're done here with my MRI. And that young gal was so excited. I just felt so good thinking, oh my gosh, another person added to our fiber community. Yay! So I was really excited to see a young person who wanted to learn how to crochet. So that was just real exciting to me, and I wanted to pass it on to y'all. So yeah, those younger kids, they're coming up and they're interested. So share it. Share your gift with them, okay? Show them how to crochet, ladies. Or if you're a knitter, show them how to knit. All right? So you guys, that's it for today. But as always, be kind and be safe out there in the world, no matter where you are. I love y'all. Bye. Mwah.